Hey guys, welcome to a new studio vlog. If you are new here, my name is Kelsey and I run an art print and stationery company. Today is going to be all about Amazon Handmade. It's going to be my process of restocking a certain print. So if you are interested in that, keep watching. Now, first things first, you are going to go to your Amazon Seller Central dashboard. It is basically the home page for your account. So you're gonna go all the way here to restock inventory. This is what Amazon thinks you should restock and the quantity to restock. Once you click the restock now button, you're gonna get this new page that basically is just a summary to make sure you are confirming you do want to send this inventory. So just click the send inventory button. This is going to redirect you to this page. Now, this page is where you decide if you're just restocking one item or you're restocking multiple prints. So for your first item, when you want to send a bunch of different things, you click that first button that has a bunch of different items in one case. Now, for me, I am sending the second option, which is one of the same item or multiple of the same item in one case. You go down. This page is going to be the page that you put the quantity that you are going to send and how many cases. So cases means boxes. For me, even though Amazon says I should send 32, I'm just going to send 30 and then it's all going to be in one box. So I'm just going to put 1. So you press continue. And now this page is the one that you decide if you are going to get Amazon to actually prep everything for you, if you're gonna send it all ready to go and ready to sell. For me, I'm gonna do merchant because I ship my products ready to sell immediately. You also click the category. I pick no prep needed. If your item does need prep, you have different categories that you can decide what your item fits in the best. Now with them having to prep, it also comes with an extra fee. So you have to kind of think about that and also calculate that into your overall expenses. Now from here, you're going to press the click labels or print labels. This is going to be your SKU. So this is the SKU that you have to put on your product to be able to sell on Amazon. Okay, so you have gotten your SKUs, you figured out how many cases you're going to need, how many prints or products that you're going to be sending to the Amazon FBA warehouse. So now you need to print those SKUs and get them prepped and ready to actually put onto your products. Now there are 2 different ways. Overall, the main thing that you need to remember when it comes to SKUs is going to be on the outside of your products. So you need to make them waterproof. If that means putting a clear piece of tape, or maybe you have either like a Rollo or a Dymo printer that is a thermal printer, so it doesn't use ink. So if water gets on it, you don't have to worry about it messing up the barcode or any of the words underneath that describe what your print is or your product is. So for me, I use the vinyl matte paper. I just got this off of Amazon. Since it is vinyl, it actually makes it waterproof. I sometimes also just, if I'm sending it to a place like Seattle that I know it's super rainy and I just want to be precautious, I will sometimes put a clear piece of tape just right over the SKU so that way I know for sure it's always going to be waterproof. If you have, like me, a Rollo or maybe you have a Dymo, you can always go into something like Photoshop or Canva and you can fix your SKUs that you downloaded to fit the paper for that particular label printer, and then you can just use a thermal printing. You don't have to put clear tape over it. It makes it super easy, and then you can cut each one individually with either scissors or a cutting board like I did. Either way, it's super simple, and then you end up with these cute little squares that you put on the outside of your packaging. If your products are smaller, it'll most likely be put on their little robots that have storage units on top that they kind of just get slotted in with a whole bunch of other products. So make it to where you know that your product, as much as possible, will not get destroyed or bent or anything like that. Okay, so now you have your prints ready, they're already printed, and you need to actually package them to where they're safe to travel. So for me personally, I do art prints. So my main thing is backing board. As you can see, I put a logo. This is completely optional. I just like having a little bit more personalization since it is Amazon. It's such a big company. So when my customers, even if they don't really know Joe Lou, they can kind of get an idea. They can see this logo, see that it is handmade, things like that. Also, backing board is super, super nice because it makes it difficult to actually bend the packaging. When it comes to shipping from Amazon, the rule of thumb is to ship it like you are shipping it to a customer. So for me, I put the print on top of this. That way it is super sturdy, it's not gonna bend. And then I put both of those things in a stay flat mailer. Think about weather, thinking about any person that may try to bend your product and damage it just to make it fit into something like a mailbox or anything like that. But with those, as soon as you're done with this, as soon as you have all of your prints in one of these and they're all 30 or so are packaged up, that's whenever you're actually going to put all 30 into their own box together. Now, it really depends how big or small your product is how big or small you want to put your packaging. When you jump onto the computer, it's going to ask you the size and dimension of this. So know the size and dimension of this. For this one, it is an 11 inches long by 9 inches, and then I just put 0.25 centimeters on this because it's very thin. Because they need to know if it's a small or a large item. If your items are small, it's going to go onto Amazon's robots. If you get this part wrong, they are going to have issues whenever it's in the warehouse trying to fit it into the little robots. It's also going to ask you whenever you're going into your shipping and all that, how big your actual box is, so they can figure out the weight and all of that stuff. So you're going to need either a scale or something that you can weigh your box. You can also do this at a FedEx or a USPS and figure it out that way. I personally do my shipping through my home computer through Amazon. That way when I go into FedEx, because if you didn't know, when you're shipping FBA, you ship through FedEx. But I like doing it to where whenever I am going into FedEx, I don't have to wait in line. I can literally just drop off my package and leave. It's very time saving and I love that. And this is what it's going to look like after. So you have the little barcode right here. It'll focus. It has the barcode on the back. The print and the chipboard is inside. This is pretty good as far as closing it goes. Whenever I actually ship to people, I put my Joe Lou design sticker, like custom sticker on it, and then I will most likely put my label right on the front just so it's a little bit more personalized. But after you get, for me it's going to be 30 of these. I'm going to put all 30 in a box. That's where I put the shipping label on the other box, but that has all of these in them. And then you just ship it to Amazon. It takes probably about, I'd say 2 weeks-ish. And then you get an email saying, hey, we've delivered it, we have it, and then it gets processed. Then you get another email that says that this is now in stock and online, where it will have a little Prime badge right next to your listing.